Alright everybody, welcome back to another Power of Destruction video. Mouse here, and today is a water day and we got almost 1.1 billion points. So one of the things that I actually always read about Power of Destruction is the FPS thing. So I got curious whether or not the FPS bug, or to those of you who do not know yet, there is actually an issue wherein if you're playing at lower FPS, your damage is gonna be lower than you're playing at up to 120 FPS. It has already been proven and it's real. So I got curious as to how it affects Power of Destruction in particular. And so I tried it myself and played Power of Destruction at 30 FPS. One of the things that we should know about this FPS thing is that it only happens on skills that are multi-hit. So let me just pull up something from Painblade's test on that. So here in Painblade's videos, he actually tested this, and Zaf already tested this as well. And if you're curious how it affects the damage, you can watch this video. According to Painblade, just for your information, I did the same testing with one-hit weapons Westwind, and the damage was the same on all frame rates. So it looks like it affects multi-attack weapons and skills. My monitor refresh rate is at 200 Hz and I run a very powerful brand new PC. I usually play at around 90 to 120 FPS depending on the lag of the game, because sometimes when there are so many effects coming in, it goes down to 90, 80. But if there's nothing happening, it's usually at around 100 to 120 FPS. And so you can see here in another comment that total number of hits registered on the left, 20 FPS. 8 to 10 hits, 60 FPS, 14 to 18 hits, 120 FPS is 18 to 20 hits. And so here in my run today, which I'm gonna share the replay as well after this video, or you can watch it for yourself. I'm really playing it really slow. I still got around 1.1 billion. And the reason that could explain that is most of the skills that I use in Power of Destruction is actually not a multi-hit skill. Usually we use the Cutting Rush Annihilation, one hit, and then we use this vertical arts, and this one doesn't really deal as much damage. This one is just for debuffing purposes. And even my ult, if you check my ult from the replays, it's the same damage. So I'm not sure if that's a multi-hit, but it's still the same damage that my ult usually does on the dragon. So overall, I think for the most part, there's still a disadvantage there. Other than that, I think most of Jinwoo's damage will still come in pretty solid. And as for the hunters, we don't know yet. But most of the hunters like Alicia and Suyun, for example, are not really multi-hit damage, probably even so. So we still don't know if the FPS thing will affect the hunters there. Might or might not affect that. So there will be days that I might be affected by that, especially when using this Radiru Family's longbow, which is a multi-hit bow during the light day. So this one's most likely gonna be affected. Westwind, as Painblade said, the FPS thing doesn't work there. But yeah, overall, I think it has to be fixed. But I personally think, in my opinion, that the gaming experience is more like the issue for mobile users, as well as the view, because I think the mobile users have a view that's not as zoomed out as compared to PC. So I think that's gonna be a bigger problem in my opinion. So actually Pain already addressed this in one of the questions in his comment section here. So Pain, I'm a Dolphin but play on Android since global launch level 66 and it's slow. I did on Dragon with Team 1 water attribute 88 million. So you're saying that I could do way more but keeps me low since the FPS bug. So Painblade said, no, as I think that the bow is an exception as it does insanely fast attacks up to 26 and no other weapon does this. So I think based on my own experience, the effect is really not felt in most cases aside from the Radiru Family's longbow. But I'm not sure. There might be other things that are affected. But as Painblade said, I mean, no other weapon does this. One thing that we still don't know about are the hunters. But overall, since I got the 1.1 billion here, I think most of the hunters are gonna do fine as well. Especially Alicia. We still got 685 million. This is super duper high. Really, really high, to be honest. Like, all of my runs, and I actually didn't have to perfect my runs here because this is just a test anyway. So yeah, if you want to watch the replay, here it is, just for you to see, and also I'm gonna share the builds as well in the end.